Okay, extremely proud of our team. We beat the second #1 team in 3 weeks. That's a huge challenge, and our team did it. We had to win 5 in a row to get here. After the LSU game, we counted them down, and we took it 1 week at a time, and it's number 5 tonight. We're the SEC West champs. I couldn't be prouder of our team. We're going to Atlanta playing for the SEC championship, which before the season we put ourselves out there and we said that's our goal. And now we're 1 game away from that being a reality. Our crowd was unbelievable. 2 weeks in a row, our crowd helped us, and we talked about if we get the game to the 4th quarter, we're going to win the game, and we did that, and we're able to beat another #1 team. Really, what stood out to me is our defense on 3rd down. I don't think they converted a 3rd down until the 4th quarter. Our defense was outstanding. That running back is really the quarterback, is really special, and they're a good team, and we talked about 3rd down offense. I mean, they're one of the best 3rd down defenses, and I think we were 9 for 18. We had some explosive plays. We caught him in man a few times and had some runaways, and just real proud of our team. And like I said, I like where we're at, and excited for our team. Questions?
As an offensive guy who's now the CEO, how proud are you of Chip Lindsey and Jarrett Stidham in the offense?
Yeah, I mean, Chip is he was the perfect guy for the job. And I think everybody sees that now. He's a great person. He's got a great mind. He's real aggressive, which I like. And he's got a great relationship with our quarterback, Jarrett Stidham, which Jarrett was very efficient tonight. He's under duress sometimes. I mean, they got some really good pass rushers, and he had a rushing touchdown too.
Yeah, with Jarrett just running the ball, that quarterback draw sure is on design.
Yeah, draw was nice, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, did you guys notice?
Caught him in man, opened up like the Red Sea.
How long were you guys waiting to be able to call that?
I think it's kind of one of those deals. You get to a point in this season, and you do whatever you got to do to win a game. And this was a game that, man, if we had to run him, we were going to run him. And so that was nice. And then on the read zone right there, he made a great run and got in the end zone. And like I said, when he runs it just enough, it really helps opens up things.
Carry on there, diving toward a pylon and injured his shoulder, he looked like, and then he managed to get in the end zone.
Yeah.
You talk about just that sequence of plays and toughness.
Yeah, I mean, KJ's. He's as tough as it gets. He carried 30 times again, and went down there, ran a little buck sweep, and he dived right there. And then we gave him the football the next play. And he was banged up, and hey, he wants to win, and he's a tough guy.
How important was it for a guy like Ryan Davis? I mean, who not only broke the single-season record, but to be able to have back-to-back catches and clutch moments for you.
Yeah, that was big, wasn't it? The 3rd downs right there, and protection held up, and Jarrett made a good decision, and we caught him in some man and had a good runaway.
Guys, it was clear you emphasized the middle of the field today, and really didn't think that they could cover you in the middle of the field. Was that something that was just kind of worked on all week long?
Yeah, Chip and his offensive staff they had a great game plan. I mean, that's a great defense, and I thought we moved the ball well, and we didn't have our 200-yard rush, and that was really the only thing. We had 168, but we had 240 pass, and then Jarrett was really efficient, and we took some chances. We went over the top. We didn't hit very many, but I liked the way we were aggressive. I mean, his shoulder. I mean, he's got a shoulder issue. We'll see where we're at.
Did you see this kind of season coming from Ryan, just in terms of volume and then having this kind of performance?
Well, we recruited Ryan. We knew he was a very talented young man, and there's nothing like experience. And he had 2 years under his belt, and we challenged some of our older guys to step up and take the lead. And we've got him the football, and when you get him the football in space, he's really tough to handle, and so he's doing a super job.
Gus, what were you thinking in your heart of hearts after, I think it was 11 sacks against Clemson? I know that was early, but you guys had a lot to get right.
Well, we're a completely different team. I think that's fair to say, and that's not taking anything from Clemson. They're a great team. I think everybody sees it, and I mean, what did we play? They were number 2 in the country. We played them, and we played 2 #1 teams and all that. But yeah, we were still trying to figure out who we were, our identity. New quarterback, new coordinator, and you saw us getting better and better, and and take away the second half of LSU, and it's good as it gets. And I think right now we're scoring at a probably one of the better paces that we've had since I've been at Auburn, and we've had some really good teams.
Yes, both quarterbacks fumble in the first half, but can you speak to Jarrett's presence of mind to not let it affect them, to then go down and have those bigger plays?
Yeah, that was, hey, Crud, he's a competitor. He just fumbled the ball. That's just part of it. We just patted him on the back. Hey, we're okay. He hung in there. I thought he handled himself very, very well. That's a big moment. It's a big moment. He's still a young quarterback, and against a big-time defense.
I don't think drive in the second half they come out and run it down, but after that, the defense.
Yeah, after that, they made some good adjustments, and they paced us, and they hit us on that outside zone to the boundary and had some good blocks. And after that, like I said, I'm just so impressed with our third down defense. We were really concerned about that, and they didn't convert one till the fourth quarter. So that's big time.
Can you walk us through
Jarrett's development as the season's gone, Jarrett's development, and then also just about his toughness?
He's a tough guy, there's no doubt. He's a great competitor, throws the football as good as anybody I've seen, and he's playing with a lot of confidence, and and he's doing a good job. He's protecting the football. I know we had the fumble and the snap on the 5-yard line, but he's done a great job protecting the football.
Can you walk us through the KJ jump pass, the last play of the Sugar Bowl? You dial it up there at the timeout.
Yeah, we did a little bit different. We had a little different look. We did out of tight end look. We did it out of just our regular base wildcat, and it was wide open. And it's something that Chip's been saving. We almost called a couple weeks ago, and it was kind of that third down and goal from the 3 to 3.5, and that's one of those plays you may not want to run any deeper. So it was the perfect time to call it, and it was well executed.
Can you talk about your team's second half?
What's that?
Your second half persistence the last 5 or 6 games?
Yeah, we're going to keep the hammer down. We're going to keep the hammer down, and like I said, that fourth quarter was fun. It was fun to be out there with our crowd and against our rival. And the thing about it too is not only did we beat 2 number 1 teams, but both of them happen to be our rivals, and it's as good as it gets.
Seems like you're peaking at the right time. What do you, as a coach, do to make your team peak at the right time?
Well, this time of year, very few teams are playing their best football, and I think we're doing that. We're going to have to continue to do that. Playing a Georgia team that's extremely talented, and I know they're going to have a chip on their shoulder, and it's going to be a heck of a game and all that, but we're playing our best football right now. We got to continue to do that.
The line was, giving up some things early, but then they really stepped up, especially on third down, the pass protection.
Yeah, golly, there was a couple of tough ones got away from us in the first quarter. We had a chance or two to have some big plays, but you're exactly right. On third down, when they knew we were passing, that's when the protection really stepped up, with the game on the line, because it was kind of interesting there for, it was a close game, and we hit a couple big third downs and a couple runaways, and that really turned the tide.
Ridley drew a couple of defensive pass interferences, but 3 for 38. Gus, can you speak to just Carlton's ability to match up with him a lot? Jeremiah did as well.
He's a great receiver. What amazes me is, that's who they throw to, and he continues to get open. But I thought we did a good job. I thought we did a real good job. Matter of fact, he's an explosive guy, and they had the one that they scrambled, and then the dude made a great catch in the back of the end zone. That was made a play. But that quarterback's unbelievable.
Gus, you talked about the third down defense in general, but Stephen Roberts' stop on Bo Scarborough there.
What's that?
Stephen Roberts' stop on Bo Scarborough there on that third down.
Oh, God, that was big, because he's a big old fast guy too, and he was going our way, and that was a huge play. And they had a little back out of the backfield deal, and he got him down at the legs. That was a huge play in the game.
Can you talk about what it meant to the seniors to win this game on senior night?
Yeah, I'm real happy for our seniors. Trey Williams kind of came to mind, and he's been such a great leader for us, and the senior class has too. And it being senior day and an Iron Bowl, and they're the number 1 team. It's good.
You mentioned the importance of the rival games.
Yeah.
Just as you continue to build a program, how big are these wins like this?
Oh, they're huge. That's who we recruit against. And that's big. And it's not just big now; it's big for the future. And you can see kind of where we're at now. We're starting to get depth. We're starting to have quality depth and talent, and we got a real chance for a long time.
Alabama's been on obviously a heck of a run, but you've knocked them out.
Yeah.
2 years in your 5 years. You've been able to go to the SEC championship. Where does this program stand for you going forward, not just this season, but 2-3 years?
Well, I think I just kind of said it. This is 2013 was obviously a huge win for our program and where we were at and all that, but this is different. This is different. We're a little more stable right now, and you know, I like where we're at. I like our staff. I like our players. You know, we'll have most of our guys back next year. Yeah, there's no doubt.
With all that said, Gus, with the rumors about everything else going on in other jobs, are you intent on having a discussion?
Let me just tell you, we just won the SEC West, and we're fixing to play for the SEC championship, and I don't get into rumors.
Coach, I mean, the defense for 2 years in a row has really been kind of a humble underdog in the SEC in the country. I mean, you look what Kevin Steele's been able to do the last 2 years, being able to stop 2 of the best running teams in the country this year. I mean, what does that say about him and his ability?
Well, I mean, he's I know he's up for the Broyles Award. He probably should win it. I mean, I'll go ahead and say that right now, and I think it's, I'm not going to say common sense, but it's close. I mean, what he's doing right now with our defense, and to play Georgia and then to play them, and then we got to play Georgia again. They got great running backs, but our defense is playing as good as anybody in the country, and you know, I'm real proud of them.
Can you walk us through that trick play, the Jarrett pass to Ryan on that third down?
Yeah, you know, we've kind of been setting it up. We ran a similar play against Mississippi State, and we tried to disguise it a little bit, and Nate Craig was coming open. They grabbed him. They didn't call it, but they grabbed him and almost tackled him, but his second read was down the sideline, and, you know, that was a good play. And we needed it. You know, that was a big play right there, and that's kind of Chip staying aggressive when we needed it.
Takes a few more.
Gus, you won 3 of these, and this is
3 what?
You won 3 of these Iron Bowls, and this is a little bit different in the sense that how you dominated the game for about 3.5 quarters.
Yeah.
There is different kind of satisfaction.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, you know, I thought we were better tonight. I mean, I thought we were the better team. You know, not that I didn't think before, but you know, it wasn't like the others.
Anything else?
Yeah, Cam Martin. You got a report on Cam Martin?
I think he's fine.
One more, Coach.
Gus, at some point, you're going to be in a position to play for the national championship with 2 losses. Should that even enter the public's consciousness now, the way you guys are playing?
I mean, of course, we got to win next week,
exactly.
you know, and that's going to be a handful. But you know, I don't know. I mean, you know, them experts got it figured out. I mean, I don't know anybody else played 2 number 1 teams and a number 2 team and put our schedule up against anybody. Matter of fact, you probably get 2 teams and you could combine it, probably close.